Or do you want to go inside now? Party pants? Tut-tut, handsome man. He said, Mom, I sit on the sunning chair, Mom. I'm sitting on it, Mom. You want to go inside, Tuck? Huh? Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Margie. I'm a Hilk empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. I feel pretty good today. Dogs want in. It's kind of chilly. It's a little overcast in Salem, Oregon. Come on, Bubba. Come on, Bubba. Come on, let's go. Come on, Party pants. Everybody's feeling it. Everybody's feeling stuff. Everybody knows that there's a shift, there's moves. Tomorrow's the big day. Brother's gonna come get Ma, take her down and hang out with her grandbabies, her granddaughters, for a couple days. And then he's gonna drive her down to Barstow, California. I'm gonna meet her there. It's funny. It's also beautifully synchronistic because the beginning of our life started out with a lot of driving back and forth up and down California for custody suits and court orders and all that shit. So now we're doing that with Ma. We're trading Ma off. Anyway, I just dropped something. Oh, well, what are you gonna do? So this will be my second to the last. Well, actually, it depends on how things go with loading stuff up in the trailer and stuff tomorrow. Then I might just take a nap and then drive through the night kind of thing when it's quieter, less traffic. So anyway, trying to figure out if I want to head on I probably head on the I-5 and set it down. You could go cut across over through Nevada that way, but I think I-5 would be safer. Yeah, don't want to get hijacked nowhere. Gotta make it to where we're going. Oh boy, I can't wait to freaking reveal. Tell people, show people. It's freaking cool, man. God is so good. God is here. God, I always like to let people know that I'm inviting God into the room. That this is a God place, and that this is a safe place, where people can come I just like to talk about how I feel about things. I got in the habit of it years ago to get things off your chest. Because it's that stuff that weighs on you, that people keep in their head, I was freaking walking back from dropping the BRT off at the she's just getting some spark plugs, getting her spark plugs and stuff like that, and a couple new shoes. Just because I don't want questionable. Got to make she's safety first. Got to make sure she's road ready. And I was walking back and I saw a young man, or not a young man. I saw a freaking card in the freaking road, and I found some dude's bank card, and I got home and looked him up on Facebook. See, interfaces. I tried to do it on my phone and it wouldn't let me message. But if you can't do stuff on your phone, go to a desktop, man. Mobile apps are not designed to freaking be helpful and functional. They're not. Thank God I'm a country boy, John Denver. You know what his dad did? His dad was a really, 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 really important general in the United States Air Force. And when John Denver said, F this, man, I'm out of here. I ain't living with these freaking control freaks no more. And he took off out to California, met some like-minded people, some hippies, some like-minded, where freedom rings truer and louder than control and swinging wieners. And his dad was like, my boy isn't gonna be one of them long hair. I'm gonna frickin' put it into this. Used a frickin' jet plane and flew out to California in a jet plane. Because that's what they did for years and years. Because important people just do whatever they want. And aren't we finding out that there's no spirit in that? There's absolutely no spirit in that. So people are coming in their spirit, and for that I'm grateful. I'm trying to maintain balance today because that's what I do. See, when I left Omaha 4 years ago, I was like, I thought I had a lot more friends than I did. You know, because I was just always told, you suit up and you show up, and you suit up and you show up, and you just show up for people, and you show up for people. And I always been like that, even long before I was ever told that you show up for people. I just did. Somebody was sick, you bring them something. Somebody doesn't feel good, you try and make them feel better. You know, you just try and add to any situation you're in. And then as life got on, I just went around, I just saw these people that just felt bad about themselves, and it's just like every situation, they just try to make it worse. And it's just hard to watch. So I just kept to myself a lot, you know, more, but I would go to everything. And then when it came time for me to move, it was like 5 people showed up for me. You know, after showing up for people for years. I'm talking like in fucking snowstorms and shit, you know, and then helping people and just being, you know, because that's what you do for people. Well, that's what I do for people. And I never really thought that, you know, I thought people just did that just to, you know, to do it, and I always did it. And then people say, oh, well, when it comes to your turn, they'll be there for you, and that didn't happen. And I freaking did not respond very well. I will tell you that right now. And I was just like, well, fuck you, and fuck you, and fuck you, and fuck you, and fuck the whole state of Nebraska. I hope you all fall into the fucking ocean. You corn-fed heifers. That was when my ego was bruised and I was real hurt and stuff. But it's really cool that this time I get to leave without burning down any bridges, you know. I just pack up my stuff and go quietly. You know, I might not get to leave it in the exact condition that I want, you know, because I always imagine things better than I can actually do, because energy and stuff like that, I don't, you know. But it's like, and then when I worry about things, you know, it's like, Marge, look at all the stuff that you've been through. You know, you came out here in a Nissan Rogue with 4 dogs, a cat, and a bird. Bird since passed away. Rest in peace, turkey bird. And turkey bird, freaking, he liked Alice in Chain too. Yeah, it's a good bird. Had it for 23 years, long time. That was hard. And then I talk to people that don't have been through way more than me, you know, driving freaking from, I just talked to a lady, a gal, and she drove, you know, because I'm like nervous about traveling and stuff with all these critters, and they settled down. I know they settled down. And I just like it, like, and then I get stories about how other, you know, people drive freaking from Fairbanks to freaking, you know, darn near Texas, you know, with 4 dogs or 5 dogs and a horse, you know. So it's like, okay, well, if they can do that, then I'll be all right too, and Mom will be all right too. Mom's getting excited. Mom's excited. Oh, you're gonna do your dog beds? Yeah, Mom, I'm gonna do my dog beds. Mom, I'm gonna do my dog beds. Mom, dog on it. And you know what? It's about 45. It's about an hour. About 45 minutes, an hour. From Sedona. Yeah, how fucking cool is that, man? And I ain't big on Sedona. That's the thing, because it's all I think of Sedona. I think of like pretension and freaking, you know, stuff that people do, like make art, but then like charge like $500 for it. I'm like, why is this 500? You know, if it, you know, why does something from your heart have to cost so much? And so I have misconceptions. I ain't never been there, right? I just get my interpretations from like all the spiritualists that used to have their conferences in Sedona and charge like thousands of dollars. I'm like, dude, spirituality should be fucking for fun and for free. So when people charge exorbitant prices, I'm just like, dude, there's no spirit in that. You're an egomaniac. You're just like everybody else. You're just masking it and veiling it in spirit and then telling yourself, I deserve all the abundance. And it's like, abundance ain't real, motherfucker. Spirit is, you know? So, it's pretty funny. It's the recycle man. I use the neighbor across the street, their recycle bin. So that's like, it's just cleaning up stuff, man. The whole world should be cleaning up the wreckage of its past. Are we still doing the mask thing? Is that still going on? Is that still happening, or people put? Oh, it's the blue states. It's the ones that are freaking shitting on themselves right now because they're handling stuff. Freaking Oregon, man. Oh, oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, that's all right. So, when I think about like what I wanted to do, I just want to live someplace out in the, kind of in the sticks, enough room for the dog to be able to make my dog beds and go on hikes and beautiful places and stuff right now, right? And the opportunity has been given to me by God, touching people's hearts, And I knew it was gonna be like that. I was like, I knew it was gonna be like that. Like, it was gonna be something extraordinary because I'm an extraordinary kind of gal. So it ain't gonna be, it ain't gonna be easy. It never is, but it's always worth it. And so, when the world does open up, see, because I'm a photographer. I got snap knack, so what I'm gonna do is put some freaking camera cards in my get a pocket full of 4 gigs or 1 gig, just enough where I can take my camera out, see people on the trail. I'll meet you on the trail. I'll meet you on the trail, and then I'll freaking take a bunch of pictures with you and your family. So nobody has to worry about freaking selfies and falling off cliffs and shit like that. You just be present with your family and concentrate on safety, and I'll take care of the pictures for you. And I'll make sure they're real good. And then at the end of our time together, I'll give you the camera card. Yeah, you can hang on. If you want to have them edited, I don't care. I'm just not going to do it. And then if you want to ever meet me on the trail again, bring your camera card, and I'll freaking be glad to freaking take more. And, maybe that way see people come every season, watch their kids grow up, remind them of where they were last year, and isn't that wonderful how far you've come, Yeah. There's a lot of tribes around where I live, where I'm gonna live. There's a lot of tribes, so I get to learn from people that God is good. God is good. I was telling Mom yesterday, I said, Mom, I said, this time, I always kept my faith. There's been other times that I'm just like, I don't know what you're gonna do, but I didn't do that this time. I kept my faith this time the whole time. Some days it was 1 second at a time for hours, just because I was trying to stay in the present moment. Because when I get outside the present moment, when I get too far, when I think about things in the past that scare me, or if I worry about things in the future that hasn't happened yet, that's not where the gift is. The gift is being present, and that's where God is found, in the present moment. The sun is not in the same place it was this time last year, that's for sure. I got cool pictures of the planets last night. I'll show you quick. Photos. I got this app that it's called, it was Saturn and Jupiter. This is the app I use. So I pointed at the sky because I'm like, okay, I think that's Jupiter and Saturn, but I didn't know which one was which. So I pointed at the sky, and then it showed me, and then I took the pictures. And so that's actually them, Jupiter and Saturn. Yeah. And the place, I guess stargazing is real big where I'm going to. Yeah, so God, life is good, man. God is good. I just gotta stay grounded, First things first, because when I start thinking about too many things, hopefully that dude will call me that I found his bank card. He'll get a hold of me before, because I'm like, dude, I found your bank card and I'm moving soon. See, they changed the logo again, so I'm looking for the old logo. They do it to create cognitive dissonance. I swear they do. Yeah, I sent the dude a message, and I don't know. He might have already figured that it was gone and already canceled it. So, my time in Oregon is almost through. Yep, we're moving on. There's big change going on in a lot of people's lives right now. And for those of you that don't believe in a power outside yourself, I had a really cool conversation because people think that, I mean, yeah, I kind of get their frame of reference, but people think that all the power and that they have in life is contained within themselves, which that is, I believe, to be a true statement. At the same time, that power is connected to source. See, I look at people, I look at our energy field is like the electrical system in a house. And when I meditate, I'm plugging into that electrical system. And so when I'm unplugging, I'm praying, going through the course of my life, I'm like, God, I can't do it. God, help me with this. God, do this. God. You know, when I'm answering my questions, and then, and you know, when I get quiet, meditate, I plug into that source, and that's when I receive the answers. So this whole year, people have been given the opportunity to freaking get quiet and plug into source, and some people have taken that opportunity, and they're going to excel, and some people have not, and they're going to have a hard time in the next few months. And you know, anytime you want to freaking get to source, you can. It's a personal, conscious decisions that people take every single day, you know, just by acting a certain kind of way and stuff like that. Did I take the drawstring out of this one? I take them all out of my sweatshirts because, well, sometimes I wear them when I check stuff in my engine, and you don't want shit dangling down that can get caught up in gears. So it's a hazard. So I take all the strings out. Plus, I don't like them. I mean, whoever wears their hat like this and then pulls it taut? Nobody I want to hang out with. Anybody in the talkie room? Hi, Cindy. Hi, Naked and Laughing. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes, it's God is good. God is good. We're gonna have a couple roommates too. I mean, it's everything that I wanted, all the way down to the wood stove, like in the kitchen area. It's all of it, man. It's like I've written lists, man. You know, it's like we're gonna be like the Golden Girls, only instead of me being Dorothy, like the teacher, I'm kind of like a Dorothy, only a lot shorter than B. Arthur, that's for sure. But I'm gonna teach people how to freaking like fix cars and work on maintenance and teach them principles of mechanics and things like that, you know. And in addition to my side my side cars, my side hustle, my side gigs, you know, for I got just the place that we're going, we got all the potential to do these things, you know. And it's also wonderful because I can still use resources of people that I've known in my life too, like, you know, embroiderers and all kinds of stuff to make bigger and better connections, and to do more good in the world. And it's pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting stuff. So what time? How are we doing on time today? 10:43. So yeah, I love the Golden Girls. We'll be and I'll be offline for probably. I'll probably do a video in the morning, and then I'll probably be offline until next week, Monday or Tuesday sometime. See, I was trying to get 1,000 subs so I could do lives on my phone, but I didn't make it. So I might do little video excerpts and then upload them, maybe, kind of thing along the way. Just check-ins, because that would be the courteous thing to do. Because I always wonder what people are doing and where they're at, and you know, like when they're traveling, like what's taking so long, you know, like, you know, okay, I can account for this, and you got to stop and go to the okay, but they're, you know, they should be here any second now, you know. So I'll be doing a lot of driving. I'm gonna be driving about. I'll add it up all at the end. But I drove out. It took 27 hours to get out here from Nebraska, and I stopped about Idaho, and then fell asleep for about an hour and a half because I could I could sleep sitting up, just. And as long as I freaking clear my you know, get some rest, like hour or two, I'm good, you know. And then we go on down the road, and because home's on the other end, man, you know. So that's the thing. Is just like, it's like nothing ever is like, you know. So it's like you gotta, you know how sometimes you gotta put in a little bit effort, more effort in, you know, to get a bigger reward. You know, it's funny. You're Dorothy Zbornak. That's funny. I love we grew up watching the Golden Girls. You know, we could. They're still on now. It's just taken care of. That's why I always had it in my heart. That's probably where the seeds were planted. That you just, when you get older, it's harder in life, and you got to really find a community, because especially if you don't got no family, man. Man, you got to make your own family, and that's what we're doing. People are making their own families all over the place, and I welcome people to be a part of my family. I was skittish about family for a long time, based on the fact that the way that my family treated each other. I was like, well, if this is people that are supposed to love each other, how they treat each other, I don't really want anything to do with it. So I became kind of a loner, and so. But I'm coming back around. I'm coming back. I'm coming back into being more heart-centered and cooperative and things like that. So. Anyway, I'll be back on later on today. I just want to stop and say, hey, we hope you have a